So I just want to say thank you to the creator Camilla Ray for inspiring this video. And if you haven't watched her video, I'm going to put it down below, so just watch it.
If for 10 years, if you didn't avoid doing what you knew you needed to do, by your own definitions, right, within the value structure that you've created, to the degree that you've done that, what would you be like? Well, you know, there are remarkable people who come into the world from time to time.
By the time I'm recording this video, I have like 90 subscribers, and compared to like the top creator on this platform, I'm not even part of like the 0.1%, but it's been a journey. One thing I remember from my childhood is that I really loved playing with Barbies, and I liked making dances with my cousin, and so we would sit and like create a whole choreography. Like, I feel like I'm not the only one who did this as a child, but we would just make up dances and be dancing like the whole night, especially when we would have sleepovers. And so when I moved to the US, I was just figuring out my whole life changing, and I didn't speak the language and I didn't know anything, so I was just trying to figure out my way around navigating high school as a teenager. And so I would journal and scrapbook a lot. I really like taking pictures with my friends, and like in kind of like the Polaroid situation, I would take that, and then I'll also be in art class and that type of stuff. So that's how I was able to express my creativity. And I never really cared about putting my life online, even though I created my first YouTube channel in 2009, and I would binge watch like so many creators. I remember watching Bethany Moda, the Shea Tart family. That's what helped me learn English faster. And so I liked the idea, and so what I did was I started also making like home videos with my brother, and it was just kind of stupid videos though. It was just us running around doing stupid stuff. As I grew older, I realized the creative in me was just completely silenced, because I needed to do real life adult shit. Like I needed to work, I needed to pass my classes, and I needed to just pay bills. And so until 2020, when TikTok came about, I would never get off this app. Even though I found myself scrolling for hours and hours, I really enjoyed watching people's daily vlogs or travel vlogs and stuff like that. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna start doing that. And sure enough, I did. I started posting about my days. I wasn't necessarily comfortable speaking into them, but I'll just put some background music and then film the whole thing. I really enjoyed the editing process, being able to create a story, figure out which clips work where. I really enjoyed that. And my friends would call me a content creator. They would say, you know, you should make a YouTube channel, like you're super natural at it, and your videos, like they're actually really good videos, so what are you doing? And I'm just like, I was very hesitant at first. I was just like, I don't know about that, but so many of them convinced me, and I created this channel, and I would post the videos, but it would just be private first, and for the longest time, and I was like, you know what, whatever, I'm just gonna make them public. And so I did that. Having this channel and creating or filming every day made me realize that there's really beauty in everything. I'm such a sucker for an aesthetic. Like I love a beautiful shot or like something that's visually appealing. But I think what YouTube has taught me is that you don't need like everything to be super perfect. Even if you don't have your camera and then you have a regular phone, you can capture something, and as long as like you get the right angles or whatever the thing is, like you can find beauty in the smallest thing. It could be like you lighting a candle, or the trees blowing in the wind, or whatever the case may be. I think beauty is subjective anyway, and so one thing that I might find super nice could be like trash to somebody else. The next thing that I learned is that time is fake. Time is fake. I don't understand how I go back to my hard drive and I'm looking at certain clips and I'm like, oh yeah, that was 3 Thanksgivings ago. What? Having YouTube, I've learned to appreciate things and live in the moment. Even though I'm recording, I still find myself like, wow, I need to like sit back a little bit and like take this moment in, because time is going by like super fast. And so I like that I'm capturing it, but I also focus on living in the present and enjoying it, because I feel like I might go back and watch these videos, but if I can't reflect on how I truly felt that day, it's the next thing I would say is like I'm comfortable in places alone. It's so mind-boggling to me that I can go to a whole new continent by myself and film the whole thing and enjoy myself and have an amazing time. And so I think even if it wasn't for YouTube, I would have been able to do this, but I think YouTube gave me a different level of confidence that I actually don't care. I'll film everything that I need to film. And so I really love that. I think creating is a creating anything is an energy that we should all really tap into. Whatever your heart desires, it could be film, photography, creating music, painting, dancing. I feel like it's such a feminine energy or trait to have that I think it will give you a sense of peace and compassion, which I think could be applicable or helpful in other aspects of your life. I think. I don't know. Don't take my advice. I don't know anything. Don't get me wrong. It gets frustrating and sometimes it's the editing is hard, or I'm not finding the right shot, or I can get hard on myself, but I feel like at the end of the day it's super rewarding and I'm loving the whole process in general. So I'm gonna keep doing this as long as I find it fun, because I think it's the whole process. Like the end video, the views, I don't really care. I don't really care. I think it's just the editing part that I really like the most. Like I quite frankly don't care if my channel blows up and I get like millions and millions of views, because for what? For negative comments and stuff? I really don't care. I'd rather have like this small community. We are just vibing. I don't want this to feel like a job. I don't want to work 24/7. I just want to keep doing this and making cute videos with my friends and capturing these moments that I'll look back on and be very fond of. I want to look back on this and be like, wow, I really had an amazing time in my 20s or in my 30s. And yeah, so but anyway, I feel like I've been rambling for a while. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Bye.